the announcement is this. I'm going to be doing a Google Hangout next Friday. Not today, but next Friday. And that particular Google Hangout will be focused on primarily one thing. I'm asking everyone to bring their own personal rap to this particular Google Hangout.
I'm going to expose myself on YouTube. I'm going to make a YouTube video embarrassing myself.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, I got to tell you about the fabulous, most groovy
Gman. Gman. You know you're breaking the law right now. I will stomp a mud hole in you, sir. I am not playing, Dragnauct.
My name is Gman.
You got the audacity. You're going to jail. You got the audacity.
My name is Gman.
You got the audacity. That's all I got to say. You got the audacity. I stole $3,000. You got the audacity. You got the audacity. Because you don't got no evidence.
My name is Gman. My name is Gman.
No big business that I mean.
My name is Gman. My name is Gman.
You can't beat me in fighting. You can't beat me in chemistry. You can't beat me in biology. You can't even walk better than me. You can't outrun me. Dude, you can't even out-talk me. Come to Jersey. Come to Jersey. Come to Jersey. Come to Jersey. Come to Jersey City.
Gman.
You got the audacity. You're going to jail. You got the audacity.
My name is Gman.
You got the audacity. That's all I got to say. You got the audacity. I stole $3,000. You got the audacity. You got the audacity. Because you don't got no evidence.
My name is Gman. My name is Gman.
No big business that I mean.
My name is Gman. My name is Gman.
You can't beat me in fighting. You can't beat me in chemistry. You can't beat me in biology. You can't even walk better than me. You can't outrun me. Dude, you can't even out-talk me. Come to Jersey. Come to Jersey. Come to Jersey. Come to Jersey. Come to Jersey City.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Preaching to the Choir Ministries.
How many of you? Oh, that's it. Let me try that again. And everything and whatnot. How many of y'all out there in the audience remember what Gman denied as far as Shanny's habits? As far as Shanny being able to purchase people's loyalty. Remember, Gman vehemently denied that's not even something Shanny does. And so did Shanny. Shanny denied that she did that as well. Who all remembers that? Who all remembers that Gman was, well, adamant that he's just doing stuff, the kindness of his heart. It's nothing like that going on, everything and whatnot. But I was looking for something. I was looking for particular videos. I mentioned them earlier in the week. They were the walkabout videos. Gman's going through the house, and he's addressing the judge. But I came across this video, and I didn't remember this until I started playing it. It's a little irony here. Just watch.
What is it? To pick up, to deny yourself, pick up your cross, and follow him. Are you going to give him two middle fingers? Give me a break. And I bet you Dragnauct's not going to talk about that because it doesn't benefit his pockets. When you've been bought, Dragnauct understands his role. You don't make videos about Shanny. You don't talk negative about Shanny. You don't talk negative about Rev. You don't do any of that because if you do, the gravy train is over.
Folks, hello, how you doing? All right, yeah, I was talking low on purpose for dramatic effect and everything and whatnot, and I just realized my fucking webcam is not plugged in. That's awesome. So let me rectify that real fucking quick. So let's see if we can get this thing working. I don't have a wait screen, so you're just gonna have to. Here's my wait screen. There you go. Y'all can wait for me to get the webcam working. And look at that. Activate. There we go. There's the webcam. Okay, webcam works now. All right, there we go. We're back. Yes. Did y'all like that clip? Did y'all like my audio? Should not be low, but let me double check. I was in a Zoom call recently, so let me make sure. But did y'all like that? What did Gman say? The internet never forgets. Yeah, I'm at 100%. I should be good. That should be good. That should be really good, yeah. But wow, yeah, did y'all like that? Did everyone enjoy that clip? Wow, Gman took down that video. That's why I didn't remember it. I just do I really sound that bad? Let me look at this fucking thing. Let me looks like I'm in the red. Like I shouldn't be. Okay. Yes. Gman took that off of his channel. I'm not sure when, but I don't think I'm gonna go look again. I will look again, but I don't think that that's still up. Because I had somebody send that to me. Somebody I haven't actually talked to in a little while. I had someone send that to me ages ago. And just for the people who didn't hear, let me play it again. Because there's more to this video now that I remember it. But there's a bit of irony here, G-Man. I thought Shanny doesn't do that sort of thing. I thought that's not the type of relationship Shanny even has with people. But why would you say the exact? It's just irony. That's exactly what people are saying now about you, my man. But Shanny doesn't do stuff like that. Shanny said that Shanny doesn't do stuff like that. So why is G-Man claiming that that's how things work here? It's almost like G-Man's truth, the truth that as G-Man knows it, will change based upon how it suits him. Let me play it again. And I'm glad you took down this video.
What is it? To pick up, to deny yourself, pick up your cross, and follow him. Are you going to give him two middle fingers? Give me a break. And I bet you Dragnauct's not going to talk about that because it doesn't benefit his pockets. When you've been bought, Dragnauct understands his role. You don't make videos about Shanny. You don't talk negative about Shanny. You don't talk negative about Rev. You don't do any of that because if you do, the gravy train is over.
Is that so, G-Man? Is that so? How would you know that, my man? How would you know that? If you make as many videos as you want to, G-Man. I'm playing what you said. I didn't make that up. This is what you've already told people. You think I just made up shit? No. And there's more videos like that too, evidently. I got a share folder here that videos obviously shared with me. But wow. G-Man, how would you know that Shanny does that? If you know what would be fucked up? If there was a video where Shanny was offering to buy answers and to buy the truth from people. That would be crazy too. It'd be even crazier if there's a video on Burnt Toast channel where she's doing just that too. Anyway. I want lobster biscuit and titty pics or videos too. I like videos, but by the way.
This? Can you tell me how do you fucking ignore this?
Oh god, I'm buying you right now. Yes, I'm being bought. G-Man, I don't have to make videos about you. I just have to play your videos against, well, you. That's it. All I'm doing is just collating them with the help of others and showing people that no one should ever take you seriously. If there's one thing that I think this should be a takeaway, no one should ever take Gman serious. But that's my opinion. That is my, what does Veckel say? Subjective, arbitrary, subjective. That's what happens when you're not very educated. Subjective, arbitrary, subjective opinion.
You ignore this. Can you tell me how do you fucking ignore this?
G-Man is a whole fucking contradiction. G-Man tier fund. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way that this guy should be taken seriously. At all. So, if you all didn't know, Nate the lawyer is live, and I just got done texting the motherfucker because I just found out what he's going live about. And let me just say, you can't fix stupid. So, if y'all are interested in a major bombshell, if you know what the non-sec case is, stop watching me now, or put me on mute, whatever the fuck, and go watch what Nate has to say. I already know what it is. I already know. Y'all might want to go watch that. Just come back to the stupid shit later. It's going to be here. Only if you even know what non-sec is, if you're interested in it, if you've been listening to some of the shit that I've been saying about Kyle for a while, y'all might want to go watch it. Anyway. This video here, this one video, Shanny for Satan, because G-Man got a little annoyed calling her Shanny for Christ, because when you are against G-Man, you are against Christ. I know that it must be some coincidence, obviously. Obviously, people that G-Man doesn't like all of a sudden are no longer Christian. I'm sure it's a coincidence, right? We're all sure. But he got tired of calling her that. So he wanted to start a trend, just like he wanted to start the hashtag ban Dragnauct, where him and his 5 butt buddies decided that they no longer wanted to talk to me. I didn't talk to them anyway. It wasn't very effective, but whatever, right? Everyone went along with it. You know, sarcastic hashtag ban Dragnauct. Yeah. G-Man started a similar trend, which was Shanny for Satan, because he was mad at her. So he started naming the video title Shanny for Satan. He started referring to her as Shanny for Satan. Or Shanny for herself. That was the other one, which is, I think that's more accurate. I think that's actually a very accurate description. Shanny for Satan, probably not, no. But Shanny for herself has made all types of claims. All types of claims. G-Man did not respond to them. And I'm just doing a little recap, right? This is around May 8, 2019. G-Man went about his fucking business. Y'all seen the videos. He was talking about Black Hebrew Israelites. He was talking about me. He was talking about a whole bunch of shit. None of it had to do with no Shanny, no Revelation News, none of it. But Shanny, the person who doesn't attack anybody ever, decided that she wanted to keep on keeping on. So G-Man said, fuck it. I'm tired, and I'm going to respond to some of this. Because, mind you, Shanny's already called him a rapist, because that's what Shanny does. If it's a male and she doesn't like him, then all of a sudden that person just becomes a rapist. I'm not sure how that works, but that's how it works in Shanny's mind, because that's okay. It's also okay with Rev News, by the way, to call people that. But, you know, we'll deal with him later. G-Man said, I'm tired. I'm done. Glenn Collins. Are you subscribed? Who are you? Where you come from? How you find my shit? I don't need no more subscribers. Stop. I got enough. I got too many. Almost got 5,000. Jesus. This is stupid. Why are y'all watching this? G-Man decided in the middle of one of Shanny's live streams, and this is pretty late at night, even for me. I was coming home from class. G-Man decided he wanted to take a page out of my book and say, fuck it. I'll stream whatever they're saying, and I'll respond to it in real time. Because she's not going to invite him in. They're not going to actually talk about it. Why the fuck not? So G-Man gets indignant. and starts addressing some of the stuff that's being said in this video. Now, mind you, Gman had not actually gone into detail about some of the stuff that was going on in that house, because there's a lot of allegations, and you've heard some of them now. You've heard a bit about Shani and sort of her living condition. Well, you know, not all of us keep our houses or apartments clean 100% of the time. Okay, yeah, there's going to be some shit there. There's usually a pile of clothes sitting on the fucking love seat in my living room because I can't be bothered to fold clothes. That's what I have a wife and a child for. Yeah, I'm that guy. But this is not what we're talking about. This is not a kitchen floor that needs to be swept. This is not a fucking patio that needs to be blown off. This is not a yard that needs to be raked. We're talking about some nasty shit. We're talking about some soiled garments, blankets with human excrement. Supposedly, Rev may have AIDS. Supposedly, I'm not sure how Gman would know that, but you're gonna hear it. And there's one thing that sounds a bit, it's a bit more feasible than the other two things I just mentioned, which is something that a lot of us sort of just presumed that house, the house that they gave Gman, is going to be condemned. Now, what if I told you in this video, Gman does something that he rarely does. And I mean rare. Gman brings receipts. What if I told y'all that? Would you believe me if I told you? I'm going to stop building it up now, and I'm just going to fucking play it. But I guarantee you, within the first 15 minutes, you are going to see some receipts from Gman. And you know what? It's not too clear, but there's only a few things, because he's going to show a picture that he took. You can clearly see it's the picture he took on his T-Mobile Potato. There's only a few things that it could be, even if it's not clear. So let's check it out.
That gets involved with a man, and when you don't get your way as, you know, the weird alien nation type feminist you are or whatever, right? You think that when you don't get your little way and you're not getting your attention and you're not being spoiled like some little kid, that you think you're going to try to destroy men. Now, you may have put Chris through some stuff. I know you're going to put Rev through some stuff, and it's too bad. But, you know, after hearing what I'm hearing right now, Rev, you kind of deserve it. And trust me, she's going to stab you in the back. And when she does it, when you want to blame somebody, walk into your bathroom and look in the mirror. That's who you blame. You blame you for being so stupid. I blame me for being stupid. I've learned a valuable lesson. DTS. Don't trust Shani.
That's a lesson that he actually did not learn, because guess what happened? He ends up trusting Shani again. But she helped grease the wheels. Rev did too. The prospect of getting a house again, money, you know what? That will help alleviate little anxiety that Gman may have about that trust.
Don't trust Shani, because Shani's a liar. But anyway, so Shani, this is the last warning you're going to get. If somebody comes to me and tells me that you drop my docs on your YouTube channel one more time.
All right, let me stop it there, because all my build-up I forgot to mention one of the funniest things that Gman does. Now, I have to sort of preface this, not just for build-up, but to sort of give people some insight into Gman, because for some weird reason y'all like when I do my armchair psychology of people, and I'm not trained at all. I took a few classes in undergrad years ago, but I find this idiot amusing as fuck. And I just notice things. And sometimes me and others talk about his weird psychology. I'm sorry, I'm getting text messages and they're hilarious. Oh, Mr. Malik. All right. I lost my train of thought. Gman doesn't actually identify with other people, right? And I know that's sort of a vague statement to make. Well, what do you mean? What do you mean, Drag? Doesn't identify? The Republicans don't identify with Democrats. What the fuck do you mean by that? The old people don't identify with young people. Tentai say, why did you spoil the fun? People were supposed to go watch that. Yes, Kyle forged documents, if y'all didn't know that. You can't fix stupid. Anyway, Gman fundamentally has a problem trying to connect with other people. I think it's a symptom of him being just incredibly self-centered. Everything that he does, everything that he says is self-serving, all of it. It doesn't matter whether he's trying to see a movie or whether he's walking down the street. Everything is self-centered. Everything. And it's amazing. Before I actually met this guy, I did not know a person could be as self-centered and self-oriented as Gman. Everything is about him. Where you go to eat, how you walk down the street, where you're going, the weather, everything is about him. And it's sickening to a degree. But you think about that. It's going to be hard for you to connect to another person. How do you get under people's skin so well? How are you able to figure out stuff about people that's not obvious to others? Because I can identify with them. I can put myself in their shoes and understand based on my own personal experiences and the experiences of people that I know. Because I've met a lot of people in my life. Well, I've only been alive 30-something years, but I've met a lot of people. And I've listened to them. And I understand their motivations. I understand their likes, dislikes, their fears, all that stuff. Because I can internalize it. Gman cannot. Fundamentally cannot act. He cannot. The way that Gman understands other people, put that in air quotes, understands people, is by superimposing his attributes upon another person. Whether they have a vagina or a penis, whether they're black or whites or native ranch, that's how he identifies with them. But that's not really connecting to another person, is it? That's just you imbuing them with your qualities. It's lazy and it's stupid, but that's how he works. So, Drag, how do you know that? I want you to think about the things that Gman says. When Gman wants to try and hurt Dragnauct's feelings, or any guy, it doesn't have to be me. It can be any guy. It can be Black Guy TV. It can be me. It can be anyone. What hurts their feelings? Let me emasculate them. Now, people who have watched me for a while know that is one of the weakest forms of attack on me. Trying to emasculate me will probably never work. And I say probably because there's some manly men out there who have killed dudes that can probably do it pretty well. But he doesn't have the juice. Nowhere anything close to it. So why would he think it's never worked? Emasculate. He's never seen anyone successfully emasculate me. But why does he persist? Because it hurts him. G-Man is incredibly insecure about his, I almost slipped there, his masculinity. Y'all probably knew what I was about to say. But he's incredibly insecure about his masculinity. So what does he do? Well, if it hurts me, it must hurt that guy. He must be insecure about his masculinity too. No. Drag, how the fuck does that relate to what's about to be said here? G-Man needs a way. He needs a form. He needs an avenue to attack Shanny and Rev. They're two rich white people. They said it. He said it. Everyone knows it. How do you attack two rich white people? You use psychological warfare. Because G-Man is a big fan of that, if you didn't know. He is a huge fan of the psychological games. Again, huge irony. But he, at the end of the day, will tout his prowess in that area as being one of the main ways of him doing what the G-Man do. So, G-Man is going to show you all here in a second what he can do to get back at you. If G-Man's mad at you and he can't talk shit about you, he can't, he can't, you don't have a YouTube channel you care about, or any of the other stupid shit that he likes to do, you can't ban you from Hangouts, G-Man is going to go at you psychologically. He's going to get up in your psyche. You're going to hear G-Man come up with the czar bomb of his, I guess, ultimate attack against Shanny Riv. If they persist in keeping his name in their mouth, you need to put some respect on his name. But Shanny Riv won't. So what does G-Man do? What is his last option? He's going to warn them. He is going to do something so psychologically damaging that they won't recover. Some of you have heard this before, because it's not the only time that he's threatened this, but this is one of the first times he says it. So don't spoil it for the people who have not seen or heard or reference to this.
Can you tell me how do you fucking ignore this?
You're not a real man. We've seen your shirts. Well, I mean, you can diss my shirt. I like my shirts, and you can eat a dick, Wilson. Fuck you. So, think about that for a second. How is G-Man going to attack Shanny and Rev psychologically? How is he going to get inside their head?
I'm not going after you because I don't think you care. I'm not going to go after Rev because I don't think he cares. But don't make me go to the site of his dead mother. I'll make you care so fast, it's not even funny. As a matter of fact, just to show you that I'm not playing, Shanny, just to show you that I am not the one to mess with. No, I am not going to go to the site of his dead mother. But I'll do something a little symbolic, if you know what I mean. You ever seen my video called what was that one called? What was it? The Death of Atheism, I think it's called. Where the video is of me going to when I was in Jersey City, New Jersey, and I did the video. This was years ago. This is before I even knew who the heck you was. I had the little coloring book of an evolution book and whatnot, and I claimed that atheism was dead, and it still is dead. But I did that as being something symbolic. Don't make me go there, woman. I am not the one to play with. You ain't getting no more warnings. As a matter of fact, I still might do it, whether you say something or not. Just to teach you a little lesson. You must have thought I was joking when I said that when people get on here and start using my... Listen to me. It is a show of respect. If you disagree with me, disagree using my YouTube name. When you want to make things personal, woman, I'll make it so personal you won't know what to do. And you know what? I'm just sick and tired of warning you. It's not illegal for me to go to a gravesite. And I'm definitely not going to go to I'm not going to spend all that money and go to PA and do that. I can do this right here in New Jersey. And then when I do it, it's all going to be symbolic. I might actually get a marker, get a piece of paper, and then just teach you a lesson that you are never going to forget.
Yep. Paper, markers. Yep.
Can you tell me how do you fucking ignore this?
Don't make me yeah, it sort of takes the oomph out of his vitriol when he has to stop the stutter. I don't know. I'm really mad at you. I hate you. I can't take you seriously. I don't think that he actually understands that when he's trying to express how angry he is and he gets stuck on a word, it just becomes really funny. But so this is G-Man's way of getting back. He is going to do something symbolic, and I just, it is, it's hard to put into words. It really, usually I have all the words, but it's hard to put into words how inept this guy is. So I want you to picture this idiot in the middle of the night, because that's where he likes to do things. That's with rapists and people who kidnap joggers. So Gman, in the middle of the night, is going to go out there on the G-Mobile, his girl bike that he took off the side of the street from somebody's house, and he's going to pedal his little ass off and go to a grave site or some other area that's, I guess, sparsely populated, and he's going to write something on said paper with said marker and film it and put it on the interwebs, and that's going to hurt you. It'll be the names of people that you know. He's going to find their name. He's going to use the Google machine and find those names and then tear it up or burn it or eat it. And you are going to have a mental breakdown. Yeah. He's serious, by the way. He's absolutely dead ass serious. This isn't a joke. He's not being facetious. He actually thinks that that's going to have an impact on people who aren't, 6 years old. People have told him, gee, man, that's just dumb. It's just, because at first it sounds like he's going to go piss on someone's grave, which that is pretty disrespectful, right? That's not to say that, he can't resurrect her corpse and turn her into a lich or a zombie, right? Obviously not. But if you go and destroy someone's headstone or piss on their grave, yes, people can get pissed off by it because you're actually doing something to the site, right? The site itself holds that's, I guess, the symbolism of the love, because you put effort into the site, the casket, the grounds, the headstone. That's sort of where that. But he sort of, I guess, extrapolates that and say, well, if I take and create some sort of effigy of this person you like and do something to the effigy, then that will serve the same purpose, and that way he doesn't have to actually commit what is easily a crime by desecrating a grave. So this is how G-Man has come up with a plan to strike back. Don't make him do it. Don't make him do it. It kind of does sound like voodoo or witchcraft. Yes. It's not. He avoids that category by not having anything to bind it. And without going into too much detail, in order to do that sort of thing, you have to have hair or nail or something of the person to bind it to whatever the effigy is. That's how it works. But don't ask me how I know that. But so that's how he gets around that. So this is his way of being able to do something that's, in his mind, pretty heinous without drawing the ire of his Christian audience. Because obviously, most people go like, that's stupid. But his Christian audience would say something. Which I'm pretty sure a few of them did. I'm pretty sure a few of them were like, that's just stop it.
Maybe I'll put your son's names on there. Or maybe I'll start calling CPS about all that weed you're smoking over there. Leave? Listen to me. You do it one more time, and you will know that I'm not joking. You remember all those times you harassed me with the police coming over there when I was in that house, lying to them, saying that I was trespassing and all that other garbage and whatnot? You remember that? Which is a form of pain and suffering, You remember all of that? Like I said, just because I'm a Christian doesn't mean that you can take a stick and keep poking me. Because I'm one of these people that if you keep poking me, I will get in the flesh and I will teach you a lesson you will never forget. You ain't never deal with a YouTuber like me before. I am not Glute. And I'm certainly not Miss Star. Although I kind of miss her now because she was right. 100%. Disrespect me again, Shanny. That's all I got to say. You're going to see the difference between that invalid that you're married to and me.
So if you're wondering where he got the word invalid from as a pejorative towards Rev News, you're looking at him. I was calling Rev an invalid. Did I mention he doesn't watch my channel?
I am warning you. I warned Dummy last year or the year before. What was that? A year ago, 2 years ago, whatever. I warned him and he didn't listen. Don't be stupid.
You can guess who he's talking about.
And that's not a threat, woman. That's a promise.
I'll do it. Look, he's so angry. Look at his face.
You ain't gonna see it coming. You ain't gonna know when it happens. And no, somebody said I was gonna desecrate a grave. No. I would never desecrate a grave.
See?
But I am petty enough to get a piece of paper and put his mother's name on it and rebury her behind.
So wait. You're not about that life. You're not actually gonna do something that's actually disrespectful and go kick over her headstone or piss on the grave or just shit on it or something. Because that would be pretty fucked up. And you know what? I'm pretty sure if you took a picture of it, you'd be pretty mad. But Gman's not going to do that. He'd never do that. So he's just petty enough to write his mother's Rev. Okay, just so we're all caught up. What Gman is threatening to do, which is going to take a huge emotional toll on Rev, is that Gman's going to take a piece of paper, write her full government name, Rev's mother, the whole government name, on the piece of paper and bury it. Yeah. I mean, you could buy a goldfish and name it after Rev's mom and flush it down the toilet. I guess would that serve the same purpose? I don't know. Like it just seems like an 8-year-old came up with this, because this is all the malice that they could think of at the time. This what would hurt? Oh, if I buried your mom as a piece of paper. Yeah. Okay.
Symbolically. And Rev, I can promise you.
Yes, this video is no longer available on YouTube publicly at all. This one was on Marked by God, and Marked by God was nuked.
This dude, you don't got enough money. You just don't. Number one, I can't be bought. That's number one. I think you.
I want y'all. I want to replay that. We're going to replay that.
And Rev, I can promise you this, dude, you don't got enough money. You just don't. Number one.
What the hell's going on? I mean, what the hell is going on?
Gman is the reincarnation of Tupac. He isn't a killer until you push him.
Exactly. If you wanted to actually say G-Man, you have to put G-E-E, then man.
And I can't be bought. That's number one. I think you understand that now.
I think you understand that now. So, again, another tacit admission that Shanny tries to buy people.
Although you was able to rent some other people here on YouTube because they ain't got no soul.
Oh, really, G-Man? Now we have an overt admission that that's what Shanny does. What? I'm so confused here. Somebody help me out. I was told that Shanny doesn't do that. I was told by this guy that Shanny doesn't do that. But I have 2 videos where he's saying that she does indeed do that, and that she couldn't do it to G-Man. I'm confused. Are y'all confused? I'm confused. I'm confused. I am absolutely apoplectic right now. Somebody help me with this. Rev, can you make another video on the shitter explaining this to me? What's G-Man saying? Because it seems to not match up with what I was told previously.
And whatnot. For me, I'm never gonna be bought. Ever. You are a married woman. Focus on your husband. I am not interested. You are nasty. You are filthy, and you are disgusting. And I am not interested. And Rev needs to go get a blood test to go see if he got HIV. That's what he needs to go do. Not saying that she has that. I am not saying that she has HIV. But that woman is disgustingly dirty. I recommend Chris also go out there and get his blood tested too.
So I'm kind of confused at this insult. If Rev and Jason have HIV, but then you say you're not saying that Shani has HIV, then how did they get HIV, G-Man? I'm just, is anybody else a little confused by that one? So it's a sexually transmitted disease that you get from another person, and the person that Chris and Jason would have gotten it from would have been Shani, but you're just saying that she's dirty, but she doesn't have the disease, but yet Chris and Jason probably have it, and they should get checked. Take all the time y'all need to think about that. Take all day to think about that particular insult.
That woman is disgusting. Y'all don't know what I've seen. I've been to the land of the lost, and I'm lucky I came back alive with my eyes intact. Oh, y'all lucky. Woo! Listen to me. Whoever's gonna get that house, whether it be Drag, he's saying he don't want it. Whether it be Drag, whether it be Spackle, whoever the heck you plan on giving that thing to, you need to go buy some Lysol. You need to go buy some bleach. You need to go buy some disinfectant.
All right. So around this time, Gman came up with the conspiracy that I orchestrated everything. Now, y'all have heard him talk about it, but you've not really heard him lay out everything. And I think at one point he does. I don't think it's this video. It might be this video. It might be another one. But G-Man lays out everything. So let me stop for a second and just do a quick recap of the G-Man Dragnauct Shani conspiracy. Now, what I'm about to tell you, G-Man actually believes this to a certain degree. There may be some differences.
What the hell's going on? I mean, what the hell is going on?
He's so mad and sweaty, he needs to get one of those coldest water bottle. Shani should hook him up with a discount code. Ooh, wait.
You're petty for that, Angry Roach. You're fucking petty. G-Man believes that back in 2018, around September-ish, that a plot was hatched to get him to do repairs on a house in order for me to take it. Yes. That's the ultimate goal was to get G-Man essentially to work for free to fix a house for me and my family, for our benefit. Well, Dragnauct, what? Okay. G-Man thinks that the people who went after him, the Gary Ridgeways, were a part of this plan. They weren't just a group of people who really didn't like G-Man, who were incredibly fucking malicious, called his job, all that sort of shit. G-Man gets fired, we'll put that in air quotes, which he didn't actually get fired, but G-Man starts getting paid by Shani. Living expenses, food, all that stuff. Start getting paid since September 2018. That was, in G-Man's mind, an attempt to woo G-Man into a sense of, I don't know, security. A false sense of security, if you will. So as G-Man's getting paid from September 18th, 2018 up into early February 2019. That time period was for G-Man to repair the house that was soon to be condemned in order for me to have said house. And so Shani simply fabricated this issue with him, and things got out of control, all according to plan, and she kicked G-Man out of the house unceremoniously so that evil Dragnauct Silva ass could have it. That's something that G-Man actually believes. If you ask him, he will tell you. Don't believe me. Don't believe me. Ask him. Send him an email. Ask him. GTVGTV3@gmail.com. Ask why did Shanny kick you out of the house, G-Man? Was it a plot so that she could give Dragnauct the house? Why did you say that multiple times? Ask him. Now, has Shanny disabused him of that since then? Maybe. I mean, he's kissing her ass, and she certainly wouldn't give me anything now, so maybe. But this was something he, in this time period, he actually believed. And I think he's, to some degree, still believes it. Even though he fabricated all of that, of course he believes it. When G-Man makes up lies, he doesn't make them up arbitrarily. There again, everything that G-Man does is self-serving. These are lies that help perpetuate certain other beliefs to the end goal. G-Man needs to be a victim. G-Man needs to be a martyr. G-Man needs to be on the underdog. So there has to be a plot or a conspiracy in order for him to fulfill those roles. Me being at the head of it, obviously, because I'm just this criminal Sith Lord mastermind supervillain person that exists and is shirtless. And well, actually naked right today. I am naked. But anyway, this is something this guy believes.
You need to go get some, get some pastors in there to start praying over them dirty Illuminati spirits that's in there and whatnot. I'm telling you, you need to thoroughly scrub that place. You need to do a lot of stuff. I'm telling you right now. And if you happen to see her car and you go in there, just do that first. I did my best trying to clean it a little bit. It's not really clean, but just go like this and you won't get...
Keck became a member. Thank you, Keck. Oh, I know who that is. Thanks.
Sick, I promise you. When you open up the car door, just hold your nose like this, and then you'll be able to deal with the smell of that house.
What the hell's going on? I mean, what the hell is going on?
Moments later, GIS landlord, aka his sister, says, Gary, it's 3 a.m. Go yell at skunks and weeds in the park. Beep beep, not afraid of CO poisoning.
Oh, well, the car, rather. Shanny, you have a bathroom for a reason. That's where you go to the bathroom at, Shanny. You go to the bathroom, not your blanket. The bathroom. You nasty, filthy ilk.
G-Man found a soiled blanket of some sort. Well, that sounds really familiar. Isn't that what Shanny's mother also said? That Shanny would have soiled blankets? Just laying in the bed, getting drunk and doing nothing, and would not even go to the bathroom? Didn't Betty say something to that effect? Maybe I'm misremembering. But I seem to remember something of the sort being said. But again, none of this surprises me.
And then some people are saying, oh, G-Man, you took advantage of Rev. No, the heck I didn't. See, despite what y'all might think, I did not know these two people were like this. I didn't know this. I was warned by atheists. I don't know about Christians. I have to think about this one in a minute. And I apologize if you're a Christian and you warned me and I don't remember. But the atheists did they did warn me. They did warn me. And like I said,
those evil atheists that are trying to kill him warned him that it was a bad idea. Because let me tell you, Shanny has no legal right to give G-Man anything of Rev's. There's actually no legal right. But the fact that it's Shanny, and all of us who did say something to G-Man knew that whenever Shanny gives you something, does something for you, it's transactional. She expects something in return. Whether it be for you to overlook something she said or done, or she wants you to pay her. It doesn't matter. Shanny always expects that. That's just how she works. And G-Man, being the genius that he is, said, "Oh, all of you are lying and God haters." Same thing he always says. And he's now realizing that people may have been right.
I learned the hard way. But Shanny, you keep making it sound like you're some type of diva and whatnot. Woman, I got some advice for you. Just give me a second here. You're some type of diva and whatnot, right? Give me a second here.
This
Okay.
brief intermission.
This right here is called soap. Okay? This is called soap. Okay? What people typically do with this, they go into something called a shower and they bathe with it. You need to start doing that. Okay? Get some soap and start using it.
If y'all didn't think G-Man wasn't petty in this video, you'd be sadly mistaken. This is where I first started picking up the Shetty may not have the best hygiene in the world. Why would he? That's really random. He's never really done that before. But what would make him think that she's filthy?
You know, since I gave you a house, you should let me get you high, man. Ask her about that. I'm pretty sure she'll lie about that. She'll probably tell you, well, G-Man did say that I would, that I would let him get him high and all. She'll probably say some stupid mess like that. Anybody who's dumb enough to listen to that person needs to get their head examined. Seriously. Because I got mine examined, that's for sure. I got my head examined. Because why was I so stupid to believe her?
Because you're a fucking idiot. That's why. Because you'll believe anything. That's what. It wasn't a surprise to any of us who told you that you were going to say, you know what, cool. I get free shit. I'm not going to ask any questions. I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. Okay, it's just in your nature. You're gullible. You're dumb. Gullible, dumb people are easy to take advantage of. That's just how the world is. And you are one of the most gullible and dumbest person I have ever met in my entire life. And I've met some dumb people. I've known tankers. But man, it is nothing. Nothing at all. This was around May 8th, 2019.
Shanny can't give me 25 cents now because I don't want it. She tried to bribe my best friend, Evangelist Ken. You have to.
I'm confused. I was told that Shanny doesn't bribe people, G-Man. Didn't you make a video saying that Shanny doesn't bribe? Didn't Shanny make a video saying she doesn't pay people off and bribe people? But here's a video, around an hour, 10 minutes, and 16 seconds, where you're saying that she literally tried to bribe Ken Jones. I'm confused.
The nerve and the audacity to try to bribe him.
Audacity.
Like, really? You have the nerve and the audacity to try.
He had to correct himself.
To bribe him. That's somebody who actually knows me. If you want to know if I can drive and I've done any of that stuff, go talk to Ken. Watch you get laughed out the building. That woman don't know me. That woman don't know nothing. They say, do a background search. See, let me educate Shanny about something because, like I said, Shanny's not the smartest person out there and whatnot. Just because somebody files a report doesn't mean the report is true. It is when you go to court and you are found guilty by something called evidence. That's when you know somebody did something.
Okay, G-Man.
I can prove if I'm arrested tomorrow for stealing vehicles or the other garbage that you're talking about and whatnot, right? Because I don't have a record, whether you understand this or not. All right. If that was true, right, then I shouldn't be able to stand in front of a judge and say, well, Your Honor, I already won 2 of my cases. The third case I didn't win because the dealership went out of business. And if I want my license, all I gotta do is pay $2,000. And these dumb people from the state of New Jersey will give me a license without me knowing how to drive. You want to know why? Because identity theft is real. There's a reason why I'm riding bikes all the time.
So this is where we learned a little bit about why G-Man is riding around on girl bikes that he seems to have a lot of. He has a lot of bikes. Like he has a lot of laptops, a lot of phones. pattern. But there's some case somewhere with some dealership and something or other, and he needs to pay $2,000 to, I guess, the state of New Jersey to resolve an identity theft problem of some sort.
Woman's stupid. The woman is monumentally Mount Rushmore stupid. G-Man, there was never no paper on my door saying that they was going to condemn my house. G-Man, there was never damages to the house. You didn't fix anything. You're trying to coerce me into giving you money. G-Man, none of these things are actually true, G-Man. You're just making all of this stuff up. There was never no things on the door. There were never these things on the door that was saying that they was going to destroy the house.
Okay. If y'all are wondering where we got coerce from, there we go. Not coerce, coerce. But whatever. Now, I don't know about y'all, but that looks like a picture of maybe a patio door or something, or maybe even a front. Yeah, no, it's a front door. It's a front door because I can see the other pane of glass in there. Now, what does that look like to y'all? I've seen a few notices like that with not steel stamps, whatever, from the city, local municipality, whatever, and those look like eviction notices, but not exactly. If I had to guess, because the quality is pretty poor, G-Man may be telling the truth about that, because earlier he did show that there's huge holes in that fucking house. He may be telling the truth here. I'm led to believe. I mean, it's, like, again, poor quality, but man, he doesn't know how to crop pictures. So I doubt that he went and just looked up, eviction notices or fucking demolish notices or notice from his. I don't think he doesn't know how to crop stuff at all. If you've seen his community tab, he has no idea how to crop. So I'm led to believe that that's legit. That is legit. And that the house that he grew up in, Rev, is going to be demolished at some point because of its neglect. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's because you think about in PA, like a 2-story house easily can go, $500,000, if not $650,000. I'm just ballparking. House like that around here, you can get for probably 150, brand new. But up in the Northeast, if anyone's ever lived up in the Northeast, you know that those houses, like especially that size, they're worth a little bit of money. So Rev is so negligent that he allowed a house of that value to fall into disrepair, to just be demolished like this. If you don't know the depths of Rev's negligence and how much he just does not care about anything, I want you to think about that. Because that house wasn't cheap. Some of us have actually found, like, we have the address, but the value of the house is tanked considerably because it has fucking holes in it, but it was worth a bit of money back in the day. He could have sold it. Could have sold it. But now it's going to be torn down. Somebody worked hard at some point to buy that house, only to have an invalid allow it to go into disrepair to the point that the city just says, fuck it, this is an eyesore, we need to get rid of it. Just think of how shitty that is. His parents are probably rolling in their graves. But that should tell you how much he cares and how much he values the things that he's just been handed. This is why, and this is a perfect lesson. This is why you shouldn't just give people shit rather than try to instill within them a sense of value of earning for oneself. Because if he had to act actually get off his fucking ass and earn money like everybody else, I guarantee you that wouldn't happen unless he was in a coma. Obviously, if you're in a coma, you can't do shit, but that house didn't get like that overnight. It did not get like that overnight. His negligence, Rev's negligence, is why that happened. And it's sad. It's pathetic. And so this idiot that they have move in the house tries to save it. Since then, have y'all even heard Rev mention anything about that house other than trying to give it back to Gman? He's trying to pass it off to somebody else now because he can't be bothered with it.
You ignore this. Can you tell me how do you fucking ignore this?
What about the work Pookie and them did on the roof? Who knows? Who knows? The G-Man supposedly still owes them money. Did Rev ever compensate them for the work? Again, he doesn't care. If it's not feeding Shanny or it's not for Shanny's usage, he really doesn't care about it. And that's sad.
So enough of these things going on, G-Man. You're making things up, G-Man. That is why that Rudy won't bring her overweight behind in this room right now. Shanny, just get me in court. That's all I'm asking. I want you to understand. I'm gonna say, Your Honor, excuse me. How many days in jail do you get when you lie on the stand? I'm just curious. How many days? So if I can get her to lie like 20 times, like, can I not see her again for like the next 10 years? I'm gonna be on you like white on rice. You can't debate on YouTube, and if you can't debate on YouTube, I don't know what you're gonna do when you got to do with real life. In a pressure situation where you got to tell the truth and you can't because you got to back everything up with evidence, Shanny. On YouTube, all you got to do is just say, well, G-Man's crazy. No proof. G-Man did this. No proof. G-Man, I gave you this. No proof. Yeah, that works on YouTube. That doesn't work.
If y'all don't get the Rudy Poo comment, that's another WWE reference.
Work in court.
He's sort of stuck in the late 90s, so that's the only references he actually knows.
And Shanny, the reason why I know you was trying to commit fraud, Shanny, and the reason why you are going to be in a lot of trouble, you did say that you are a native of Pennsylvania, which means you knew the laws that was here. You
that being a native somewhere doesn't mean you know the law. Again, this is G logic.
You know full well what you did was illegal, and that's why you didn't want to go to court. The only other reason I can think that you didn't want to go to court is because you don't want your man being questioned by an aggressive lawyer. Well, that's too bad because that's going to happen anyway. And I would like for you to get a lawyer, the best that money can buy. Because I eat people like him up for dinner. I don't have a record. You do. I already got more credibility than you do. I'm going to stop a mud hole in you in court. Because I'm not going after your house, because that was never the thing. You're too stupid to understand that. Okay? What you're dumb, and I'm going to say this real slow, so you can understand too. You told the city, Jason told the neighbors that I was working for you. That means the entire block. Because I'm the only black man on that entire block now. Actually, I was the only black man within like a 10-block radius or whatever. But, I'm the only black man on the entire block. Remember the cops over there, the cities there and everything and whatnot? And they all know I'm working for you. Because, when one person knows something, everybody over there knows what's going on and whatnot, right? I didn't get paid. You didn't pay me.
So, in order to alleviate any white anxiety that may reside within the residents of Scranton, Pennsylvania, in that neighborhood, Rev told some of them that, hey, yeah, that black guy there that's in my house, yeah, he works for me. Whoop. Even though G-Man knows or is under the impression that he's been given the house, G-Man's now a worker, working in the house and living there. There's no actual agreement as to what the compensation is. But G-Man's now a worker. Now, I want you all to understand something. Rev will lie to cover his own ass. That's a direct quote. Well, direct quote is, yeah, I lie to cover my own ass. That's actually a direct quote from Rev. I have a video of him actually saying that. He's not beyond that. He's not beyond just lying to people just to smooth things over. G-Man's interpretation of Rev is telling people, yeah, don't worry about that guy. He works for me.
Can you tell me how you fucking ignore this?
The interpretation that the G-Man's now taking is that, well, he was actually a worker. It's not just a lie that Rev told just to alleviate people's anxiety, but he was indeed a worker. Now, if you were to ask G-Man, what were the terms of your contract, verbal or otherwise, for your work? What was the work that you discussed beforehand? He won't be able to tell you. He'll default back to Rev telling other people that he's a worker. That's it. And he doesn't actually understand the little white lie thing that Rev does. Or actually a lot of people do that. Just, oh yeah, don't worry about that guy. He's a pool boy. He's not fucking my wife. Don't worry about it. So this is where G-Man sort of alters the conspiracy a little bit. We'll say that. Alters the conspiracy. I shouldn't even say alter it. He sort of amends it. I think that's a better word. He sort of amends the conspiracy. G-Man wasn't given the house. He was simply granted access to it as an unpaid worker for the benefit of Lord Dragnauct Silvus. Now he's piecing stuff together.
Oh, Jesus! What the hell's going on? I mean, what the hell is going on?
G-Man thinks the court system works like the people's court.
Exactly. You picked up on that too, huh? You picked up on that? That's how he thinks all courts work.
When you stop getting high and stop drinking soda and stop talking about how Rev is licking you and all this other gross, disgusting stuff and whatnot. And by the way, Rev, I know why you're licking her, because you couldn't get a decent looking woman. Actually, that's not really true.
Woo! Ooh, wow. Okay. Oh, G-Man, stop it. Behave.
Rev, because I've seen the girls who actually did like you, and I don't know why you picked this crazy behind Barracuda. I just don't know. They looked a whole lot better than her. You know, that's an inside thingy and whatnot, because only me and Rev gonna know what's talking. Like I said, Shanny doesn't know what she's talking about. But anyway, I couldn't name names, but I'm gonna let stupid be stupid again before I play them out. And like I said, it will be your mom when I do it, dude. See, you think you're being funny. Never underestimate the power of the handicap. I can be funny too. And I got a lot of jokes.
All your jokes are from the 90s, though. Like, all 90s jokes.
You should see me when I'm serious. I believe in sowing and reaping. Now, if Veckel and any other Christian is saying, "Gee, man, that you know, you're not acting very Christ-like. You need to repent." They are 100% right. See, I'm not you, Shanny. I don't claim to know everything and whatnot.
So he knows what he's doing right now is not very godly. He knows he's not doing the right thing. This is what I love about G-Man. This is what I love about G-Man ass kissers too. If he knows that what he's doing is wrong and he's rationalizing it, then what's the point of having the label of Christian if you are to avoid or be averse to that sort of behavior? Right? What's the point of even claiming that you are? That's like me saying, well, yeah, I'm a soldier. Well, you haven't served in quite. Well, I'm a soldier, right? I'm just not serving right now, but I'm a soldier. That's not how that works. I just can't just pick and choose when I want to adopt that label. I have to actively strive for it, even when it's inconvenient. Especially for something like being a Christian or a Muslim or whatever, Hindu. G-Man will drop the religiosity when it no longer suits him. Like I said before, everything is self-serving. All of it. This entire channel that this was on, the Marked by God, was a special channel where he could talk shit and be away from his main audience. He had Veckel and a few other people knew about it. And that's why he had to cover his ass right there. Because he knew that he was wrong. He was in the flesh. That's his cover for when he no longer finds Christianity to be befitting his goals. This is prime G-Man. He masquerades as a Christian. He's able to use religion as a shield or as a bludgeon, cudgel if you will. But it doesn't suit his needs now. So he'll just be any old regular person. Perfect.
And when correction comes my way, I know how to take it. I'm going to say that they're right. Do not poke me.
I mean, I would make a joke about me poking him, but I know how he's going to take that, and I know how y'all are going to take that, so I'm going to leave it alone. Okay?
You're used to... Here's the thing, Shanny. Like me and you are on two different playing fields and whatnot. I actually have a ministry, and you, on the other hand, when I'm doing ministry stuff, this is not ministry. This is not ministry what I'm doing here right now, okay? But...
He's in the flesh.
What... You're used to dealing with goofballs and trolls and people like that and whatnot. That's who you're used to dealing with. You're not used to dealing with anybody really serious or anybody who's a threat or anything like that, right? Take your little marijuana games and, your arm. No. Take a look at my arm, Shanny. Take a look at my arm here, okay? Look at my arm. You realize that your arm is bigger than my entire body? Woman, go to a gym. Really? Go to a gym. I think your boob is bigger than my head. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure your boob is bigger than my head, my neck, and maybe my shoulder blades and everything and whatnot. That's disgusting. What do you wear for a bra? Microwave or something like that? I'm surprised poor Rev hasn't been broken yet. Not to mention, I could just get in a room with you and just let you just start over talking me, because the next time you come into one of my rooms and disrespect me and start talking loud and not being quiet, you're going to get the shock of a lifetime to your eardrums. And I'll have this on me when we meet in person. That I promise. Because I'm going to embarrass you. I promise you that. I'm going to embarrass you. You keep talking about something, you're going to hit me and you're going to do all this other stuff and whatnot. Keep up the big talk, because I got a good memory and I'm going to remember that. I'm going to remember that. Because when I put that camera on your face and it's time to put up or shut up, hopefully you remember what you said. I can be a really nice, caring guy and whatnot, but you want to know what? Sometimes I can be a jerk too. I know feminists like you think it's cool to try to bring down men, but you're never gonna bring me down. Remember that video you made that you was gonna destroy me? When exactly does that begin? When does the destroying me part gonna happen? I can destroy you right now if I want. I can literally go outside my house, go to a cemetery, and embarrass you and your husband. You can't do nothing to me. You can't do nothing to me. Nothing. When you had your power, you didn't even know how to properly use it. I'm sitting there thinking, well, why didn't she do this? Why didn't she do that? Why she? G-Man, how dare you talk about men can't have long hair? I'm evicting you from my house. And you think I'm afraid of you? Listen to me, Shandy. I want you to think about this. I'm a minority. Then you say I made a YouTube video talking about the length of somebody's hair. I can go to Urban League. I can go to the NAACP. I can go to so many different people right now. It's not even funny. Woman, you are beyond stupid. When I say you're stupid,
the same people will wonder why you're defending slavery. But this is glorious. This is glorious. If y'all wondering what G-Man was talking about, yeah, I showed you a picture there yeah. I wonder if G-Man still has that opinion, given that the size of the arm has grown considerably. But G-Man is stating his recourse, like that, or I should say possible, because a lot of that stuff requires efforts, several efforts, multiple efforts that he's not going to do. Yeah, he's going to sit, he's going to talk, just like Shannon, sit and talk on the fucking internet, right? And I'm tired of hearing him, and I'm thinking I'm done, and I'm about to play Ken, so we can get out of here. Thank you all, folks, for listening to more idiocy from the idiot. And this, it gets better. There's more to it. There's obviously way more to this, because Shani couldn't help herself but to level all types of claims against Gman. And I think that there's a point, I think later he plays more of her. I mean, yeah, he ends up playing more of her. I should say her and Rev. Yeah, she ends up playing more her and Rev, and they're just sitting on the bed talking this shit. The same thing that they do now. And G-Man doesn't take too kindly to that. So, yeah. So on that note, let's find Ken. And I fucking had it. You know what? Oh, I added it to the wrong playlist. That's why. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. I'm going to catch y'all a little later. Where's the shit at? Oh, no, not that picture. Not that. That's terrible. That's terrible. Okay. We're going to get rid of that. There we go.
Yo, it's Drew the Legend. Fuck these clown ass niggas. Who man is this? Fucking man is this? Who man is this? He a clown ass nigga. Fucking talking that noise. Grown ass man, boy. Goddamn, I'm annoyed at these clown ass niggas going down. Fuck your town ass nigga. Oh, frown. Ugly bastard. Clown ass niggas going down. Fuck your town ass nigga, oh frown, ugly bastard, clown ass nigga. Man, who the fuck is this? Grown ass baby bitch. This dude a jabber jaw, speaking shit irrelevant. Mini Uncle Ruckus nigga, Uncle Tom, motherfucker, colonizer, finger liquor house, nigga, undercover. See, I ain't about the drama, but fuck you and your mama. No friend having ass, him a dark ass Unabomber, looking motherfucking fool, looking stupid ass dude, looking like a grown ass midget. Bet your ass was back to blue. Yo, I come from the shadows, I ain't worried about subscriptions, but I keep hearing bitching from this Jesus nigga living. All your words are toxic, and your views are stupid. Dude acts so much like a bitch, I think he gender fluid. Who man is this? Fucking man is this? Who man is this? He a clown ass nigga, fucking talking that noise. Grown ass man, boy, goddamn, I'm annoyed at these clown ass niggas going down. Fuck your town ass nigga, oh frown, ugly bastard, clown ass niggas going down. Fuck your town ass nigga, oh frown, ugly bastard, clown ass nigga. Religious filled with hate, hiding behind scriptures, supporting shady people, you a clown ass nigga. Flex with your position, but ain't got shit to contribute. And I bet if you were to go missing, nobody would miss you. Then I ain't even seen you, but I heard when Dragnauct dish you. Me and you ain't got no issue, but I know you soft like tissue. Your point of view idiotic and your quality is garbage. You call my homie out, so on you is a target. What you gonna do? Pray hard, G-man, don't make me laugh. You the type of nigga run up and leave in a body bag. This a lesson how to rap. The next lesson, shut your trap. Final lesson, watch your back. I'll be Thanos with the snap. BGTV is my kin. Don't worry about my figures. Better get your shit together, fucking clown ass nigga. Your squad is full of bitches. My squad is full of killers. Money making goon hitters versus clown ass niggas going down. Fuck your town ass nigga. Oh frown, ugly bastard. Clown ass niggas going down. Fuck your town ass nigga, oh frown, ugly bastard, clown ass nigga. Clown ass nigga. Fuck these clown ass niggas. He a clown ass nigga. G-man talking to you, you a clown ass nigga.